Sweep is one of the most important features of Creo. In order to create a sweep, we have to first create a profile. Then, using these profiles, a section is swept along those profiles and the sweep feature is created. So let's start. First, we will create a sketch which will act as our profile for the sweep. This sketch may contain a circle or a rectangle, a closed spline or an open spline. The shape should be such that the section that you want to create along it should be able to be swept. Otherwise, the sweep will not be created. So here it is. We have created a profile. Now we select the profile, and then here, this is the sweep when we left click it. Now we will create a section for this sweep. The section that we create must be on this point, this intersection of these two lines. You can create a circle as you see, or any other section. In my case, I will create a rectangle. So here it is. The section is swept along the profile. This is called constant section sweep. We can change the start and the end of this sweep by using this in the references section plane control and select constant normal direction. Now select any one of the directions that you want your trajectory to be. I think this direction is not definite. Let's select some other direction like this direction. So as you see, I have selected this the right plane, and from the end and from the start it is parallel to this selected plane. So this is the use of constant normal direction. We can also see how other features in sweep are used. In order to see that, we have to first create a plane. Let's create this plane. Let's move these above the sweep. Now select references and select normal to projection. The normal to projection is that we can select any one of the planes, and as you see, it becomes parallel to this plane. It is like this when it is normal to trajectory. When we select normal to projection, its direction changes. So this is the use of normal to projection. Now we can create a constant direction sweep or a variable section sweep. So we will see how we can create this other sweep. In order to create it, you'll first have to create certain profiles. We will create 4 profiles. The first profile is already created. We create another profile which is a line. Make the first one as 600 on this side and 600 on the other side of the reference. Now as you see, I have made these 2 points as parallel or coincide. They are basically in line on this one and this one. So it is basically at the same point it is starting as it's ending. So our first sketch or 2 profiles are complete. Now we will create another 2 profiles. These 2 profiles will be perpendicular to the other one. Let's create them on this plane, the front plane. We have selected the plane. Now we will create a spline just like the other one, or you can change it if you like, a little bit changed. 600 on this side, 600 on this side, and then a line. Let's create it, and as you see, in line on both sides the created spline. Click OK, and now we have 4 profiles. Now let's create a sweep. We will first have to select one of the profiles which will act as the origin. Let's select this bottom profile, this line, and click sweep. Now press Ctrl, and by left clicking one by one all of the other 3 lines, we will select the rest of the lines. So whenever the profile a sweep is created, the section is normal to the point where the profile is starting. Basically, where the profile is starting, the section will be normal to it. If we have more than multiple profiles, then the origin profiles section will act as the reference. As you see here, this profile's normal plane is acting as the reference. The rest are starting where they are cutting this reference plane. So if we want our section to be driven by all of these 4 profiles, we have to create our section such that it is intersecting all of these 4 profiles. So I have created it so that it is cutting here, 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 all of these 4 profiles. I'll click OK, and here you see this section is being driven by all of these 4 lines, and this is called a variable section sweep. You can also create a variable section sweep using an equation. You can change the direction from where this sweep is starting, like it is here on this one. I can select here and this direction is changed. So in this case it is rather complex. That's why the whole section is also a little bit changed, so that errors are created and rear profile is not shown. But if we have one single profile, we can easily flip it and nothing will happen. So using sweep command we can create complex shapes like this one, or other complex shapes. We can use equations to create very accurately the geometrical shapes that we want, like a spring or any other helical spring, or other spherical or diabolical geometries. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe.